Hey y'all, and welcome to Watch Cheryl Scrap Live. This is the fourth and final session of Watch Cheryl Scrap Live for Month of Challenges 11. Coming home today is Thursday, January 26th, and I am on day 9. Yes, you heard it here. I think last time I did 1, 2, 3, maybe I did 6 and 7 on my own.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm. Let's see if
Hmm.
I can remember what I did. Oh,
Yep, you
yes,
didn't do
I
the
did.
heirloom with us.
I didn't do the heirloom and I didn't do and I'll open these so you can see them. The video, the books one, the video's already up. I'm still working on the heirloom one, but there's the books, and that is, decorating the title. So this will be my cover for my books I read in 2023 because I decided that'd be a fun thing to have. Because I have lists on my website, um, on my blog, I should say, um, but I'd like to be able to like flip through. And I
I
saw
think
some
that would be
really,
fun.
I saw
That
some really cool like traveler's notebook, but I want this one to be big. So I think what I'm going to do is have like one page with all the little thumbnails of the books.
oh, that would
But
be
then I
fun.
may do, like if there's a book that really spoke to me or something. I mean, some books I read just to escape. There is nothing for me to think about, but some books are, you know, I get all up in my feelings, and I may do like um I may feel
Like
like
a
I need
bigger
to
thing
like,
at it. Yeah,
yeah,
I've seen some a lot of really
this is it.
cool book journal things.
Yeah.
So I
And
actually
I
did a
think I'm
little
going
bit
to
of a
do
page
these
on one.
like, did you
So
on
I
a
like that.
on your favorite books or a book?
Oh no, like on a book that I read, like I started a book bullet journal idea. And then
Hmm.
one of the books that I read, I really, really enjoyed, and I was like, I may want to go back and reread that one at another time. So I actually like
Right.
wrote just a couple notes so I'll remember when I'm looking for one. I'll be like, oh yeah, that's the one, you know?
Right.
So,
So yeah. So I think my plan is I think I'm going to go with just a postbound album, and I'll print out single pages so I can have, if I decide to go back to previous years or I continue past this year,
oh
it
yeah.
won't be like a photo book. I'll be able to add the pages. It's not like I'm going to have like, 100 pages each year.
Oh right.
So there's that. That was number 6. Yes, number 6. No, number 7.
Yes. Nope. Number 7 is
And
heirloom. I know because I did that one today.
okay,
So this is day
I'm
7.
losing track.
That's all right.
Okay, it's somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. I'll go to my mock challenges. Let's see, January.
Lisa says she's catching up
Yeah.
on MOC. She actually just did a layout in record time for her, which was good because she spent way too much time on the Fields template one. Becky's
Sorry.
here. She's happy to be here. Yeah. Lynn says she's slowly getting caught up. She has 25 and 26. Becky says the one that took her hours was the tucked in one. She went crazy, but she got it caught up. Got to scrapple at work today? Dude, I need to scrap at work. That might be good.
Hmm. Yeah.
The
So,
time
okay.
clock
So, yeah,
forever.
this is the heirloom one. And I think we talked about that lamp that I got last
Yep.
week. So, that was fun, little layout to do. And I'll have that posted before I post tonight's video. So, the current, I'm going to be using this kit called Faithful by Kristin Aagard. And I thought I liked the wood pieces, but we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Renee says she's current on all her days. The last 3 or 4 have taken her a long time, either trying to think what to do or to find and scan. Becky says she's gonna have to go see. I was thinking the same thing. We're gonna have to go see those labor-intensive pages. Lynn likes your title page. Kelly's all caught up on MOC. She's been making her page first thing, but she started a new job, so she's had to do the pages at night instead. I need to look at Renee's love story page. Okay, I will.
All right,
Amanda's gonna work on
so
her first MOC layout tonight. Woohoo! Go Amanda!
yeah, you're like me trying to catch up, and we can do this. So this first layout is for January 9th. This is travel related. My requirements, not just mine, but everyone, use one large photo of a vacation or weekend trip or day trip. Include a minimum of one journal card. You can use more if you like, and you can add anything else to your page and scrap it in any style that you wish. So, ta-da. All right.
Ta-da. I like how you added that with a ta-da.
Ta-da. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I think this would make a nice little spot for the journal card to kind of rest in.
Oh yeah, totally.
So, and I think I will use.
Kim says she's caught up except for today. Jen says she's not even going in order anymore. She's just doing the ones that speak to her. She hopes she doesn't get confused. Yeah, Cheryl's tracker, that will definitely help you with that. She says, thank goodness for that. Sarah loves seeing all the beautiful MOC pages. Is that our Sarah Gleason, Sarah, or is that a different Sarah? Kim says the tucked in one took her a long while. She didn't think she'd write much for the love story, but I almost filled the page. I felt that way about the therapy one, journal as therapy. I was like, oh, I don't have much to say. And then I was like trying to fit other things in there amongst all the words that I dropped. Oh, Kim loves Faithful. She uses it a lot. Oh, Renee's used that one a lot too. So is Kendra. Kelly, that is the Mormon Tabernacle, or they call it the Salt Lake Tabernacle now. But yes, that is exactly where that is.
Yep.
So it's, she wants to know where the huge pipe organ is. So it is Sarah Gleason.
Yep.
And that's when Sarah's going to tell me that's not how you say my last name, right? Online friend problems.
I'm like, I think that's right.
We'll just make up last names for people and call them whatever.
Okay, so you may not be able to read this, but it says the Salt Lake Tabernacle was designed for large gatherings and events for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Construction on the tabernacle began in 1863 and was completed in 1867. It is located on the west side of Temple Square and is home to the Tabernacle Choir at Temple Square with the iconic 11,623 pipe organ as a backdrop. So yeah,
It's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was lots.
Cheryl, but she said unfortunately it wasn't playing. The organ wasn't playing when she was there.
No.
Hearing it is just so riveting. Like around Christmas time, they usually have different groups come in and just play. No special times. You just wander in and out, and it's just beautiful. So.
I'm having some issues here. da, da, da.
Oh, there's probably an update.
Trying to get it to, there we go. That's a little bit better. Let's
oh, goodness.
Nope. All right. So that looks nice. Oh, this is fun. Look. Oh, they're so cute. I don't know. It's a little too cutesy for where I'm going with the page. But that's funny, right?
I think they're adorable.
Funny. All right.
They make me smile. They make me think of all the Christmas cartoons that I write. But yeah, I agree, Becky. Too cutesy for this page. Oh, that's funky. You change the background with that yellow and it really brings out the pipes in the picture.
Right?
That
I
yellow
was
tone.
like, what?
Cool.
Yep. And then I'll do a little,
Aw,
uh,
music paper.
I don't really think I need to worry about making sure that each of the layers I make is
Named.
named. Don't think I'm going to pull from anything else, but just in case I
Just in
move along.
case. Well, it is a BYOC kit, so there are other options for colors if
Yeah.
you need a couple extra items.
Dun, dun,
Is it
dun.
2016 maybe?
Let's see if I
It's
can read it.
December. I just can't tell if that says 16 or 15.
It's 16.
It is 16.
Yep, it is
I'm
16.
trying.
Yep. All
Sometimes those
right.
BYOC things are hard to read.
Sometimes they are. All right. I like this little doodaddy metal frame. I'm going to add that on there.
Me too, Becky. I love trying different backgrounds and see what they do and how they make the different colors in the photo pop sometimes. Kelly, that's a good music paper too. It's a fun one.
Okay, and
I like
I'll
it.
set that there because I like that it looks like I tied it around that metal. I like that. All right. I think that'll make a nice addition underneath that. Let's call that just a flat.
Just
I'll
a
pull that
flat,
up.
not a dolly.
Just a flat.
Because you have a dolly, don't you?
Doily.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, no, I know you do because I use it all the time. Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Kim needs a kit about going to or being in a play. She found kits for movie night, but not play night. The metal frame kind of looks like Olympic rings. Oh, yeah, it kind of does. I can see that.
All right.
That would be true. A good theater kit. I'm down with that.
All
I don't think
right.
there are ones. I have a lot of theater pictures I could scrap too, so.
Okay. I like adding in that little bit of paint too.
Renee's like, I have one from elsewhere. It doesn't do me any good during MOC. Yeah, I have one from elsewhere too, an older kit. I actually don't know if it's in the stores anymore anyway, but I do have an older one that's
No,
kind of fun, but
don't
I need
don't
a
like
new one.
this. Don't like that. Don't like that.
I can't do everything with the same kits. That's why I need more birthday kits.
Not a temple, a tabernacle. Let's see.
You're getting a lot done this year during MOC though, Renee. I'm impressed. You must be really enjoying the challenges. I'm enjoying the challenges. I just got behind and then I was working on comments and then, yeah. But I think I'm at the halfway point now. So, I'm catching up slowly.
She's catching up. She's catching up.
Just catching up. Renee says this week has strained her brain. Oh, goodness. Let's see. What has this week been? This week has been the love story one, which I did pull yours up. I want to read the journaling later, but she scrapbooked about her computer love. I think that's awesome. And then the everyday moments. I actually just did that one that Karen did. All tucked in. Yeah, that'll be an interesting one. I might go look at the thread and see what all you guys did and then just kind of have a little scrap lift fun there. Get some good ideas going.
Yeah.
The
Sometimes looking it just makes the filled template. Am I torturing everyone with my filled template?
I like your template. I rotated it to the left because the photos I wanted to use were landscape. But yeah,
Okay.
I liked your template.
let's see if I can make this look like
I like that it had
it's
both
sitting
the
over
vertical and horizontal ones.
y'all.
Ooh, Kelly told us the secret. Cheryl's Life in 3D templates are perfect for the Tucked In Challenge.
Yep. And then I also have, hang on just a second. And let me just make sure it's the right.
Make sure it's the right
Uh,
name.
well, not really. I have cozied up and tucked in, um, which you could kind of, because you're
Yeah,
tucking things, but it's not the same. So,
yeah, not quite.
not quite the same
Not
thing.
quite.
Okay. Okay, let me get back over here.
See, we're already distracting her.
Distractions, distractions.
Distractions!
Okay, I'm going to rasterize this because I'm going to come over and grab.
Is there one that y'all are still working on? That you're like,
Dodge.
oh, how do I do this? Because we're pretty good at brainstorming too while we're here.
Okay, what I did was I selected that um,
Metal rings.
metal ring frame. I think that's what it's called. Yes, it's a frame. And now I'm going to select the inverse of that because I'm going to switch over to my burn and burn that a little bit. So it looks like,
So it looks like it's underneath and layered.
yes. And then
Sweet.
I will come across here now.
So Lynn says she loved the filled template because she used a lot more tags than she normally does. And she really loves how it came out. Lisa had to rotate the smaller photos.
But you got
Renee
it to
noticed
work.
those templates being used, the Life in 3D, a few times. Lisa says she's always worried she'll forget to delete some of
Dang
the
it.
flower element holders. You know what? We actually had somebody who their very first MOC year put their picture on and put like 2 flowers, but left all the rest of Cheryl's template. Recolored a couple things, but not very much. It actually looked really, really, really cool. So I wouldn't worry too much.
Yeah. Okay.
Jen's
Yeah,
working on
that
the
looks
ticket
pretty
one right
good. Yeah, I think that looks kind of good. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
now.
maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see. Burn, 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 burn a little
Burn,
more.
baby, burn.
Burn, baby, burn.
I don't know if I've read the ticket one yet because it's been a day.
All right.
One or more tickets in a layout.
You know, I love the tickets. Courtney doesn't love the tickets.
They're growing on me. Tickets are growing on me. But you know what? I have enough tickets that I've bought that yeah. I'll be able. Ticket sounds easy to me actually. I think I'm okay. You know, it's funny. I actually scrapped about the parking ticket that we got not that long ago. Bummer, huh?
Oh, man.
Only I had saved that story. Jen's using actual tickets in photo form. That's what I'm thinking of, Jen. Kim, her ticket one is for a play reading, but she couldn't find a kit she liked or a ticket. So she made the ticket using the edible labels. Edible. Editable. Edible. That would totally change this.
They're like,
She'll use healthy at home. Kelly says she struggles because your templates have lots of horizontal photos and she pretty much takes only vertical photos.
I try to go
So
back and forth. I take a lot of
I just rotate a
photos.
lot of your templates.
Yeah.
That's
Which not hard to do, but sometimes it just doesn't translate well.
Sometimes
Depends
it
on
doesn't.
what it is.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't, but sometimes it's once I rotate it, I just move a few of the elements around and it works just
Yeah.
fine. But yeah, Cheryl's new templates that are out tonight have some vertical and horizontal. So, but I think the one that's horizontal, or the one that's horizontal, it's 3 horizontals, I think would rotate really easy to be 3 verticals right across. So that's a good one. Amanda's going to use her train ticket from December. Ooh, Renee's going to use her ticket from the 1995 Citrus Bowl, Ohio State versus Alabama. Do you know who won? Or are we not talking?
Alabama. What what year?
1995.
I do not know. That was before my fan time. I didn't start watching
Technically,
until um when did I start watching? 2012.
edible labels are totally different. They really are. Let's see. Kath says that there's actually a sale on the tickets stuff from. Who's that from, Kath? Let me pull it up. Oh, from Paula. All of Paula's tickets are on sale. There's a code that you can go and use. She has a whole bunch of different tickets for all your ticketing needs.
Like that.
Kelly was an
For all
Alabama
your
fan in the
ticketing
90s and
needs.
she doesn't remember who won. I've done that too, Jen, where I've just changed the rotation of just the photos, and that works on a lot of templates too.
Yep.
Change them from horizontal, or sometimes I've been able
Mhm.
to get away with pulling them into more of a square if there's not a lot on the top or bottom of a photo, and I'm just like, yeah, it's fine, I don't need those parts. Then sometimes changing it to a square makes it work really good too. So, but Renee says that Gene Stallings was the Bama coach and Bama won with 42 seconds left in the game.
Lord, they cut it close. Ooh, this whole year has just been just some business. Okay, I will not get distracted. I'm done. I'm done.
Roll Tide.
I'm
Oh.
done with my layout, and I'm done with that conversation. All right, we are moving on.
Moving
All right, I'm
on.
gonna close that out, and then I will be moving on to 10, day 10.
Day 10. I think I did day
Is that
10.
right?
Sure.
Did I just do 9? Did I really?
10 is photos and words. 9
Nope, nope, I'm missing one.
9 is
I
travel
didn't.
related. Yeah, sure. Because 9 is travel related. Well,
What
that's
is
what you just did.
8?
What is 8? 8 is
Yeah.
a thingy challenge. It's yeah,
That's the paint.
technique challenge.
Yes, yes. Okay, paint. Okay, we're gonna do
Like
that one real quick.
make your own paint mask.
Yep.
I haven't figured out
So,
what photo to use for that one.
right.
I need to go figure that
I
out.
I just decided I was gonna try to look for a landscape, but I was like, I really like this picture of my dining room, and I was like, that's what I'm gonna scrap. So I will come in here, and I decided that I was gonna use
The
the
masks one was so
brushes,
fun.
um, watercolor
Ooh.
wash.
Are those Adobe
Uh,
brushes or somebody's brushes?
these are just Jaimee's
Josh
watercolor
Jaimee's.
wash. Just Jaimee.
Josh
Just,
Jaimee's.
just Jaimee's. And I think I already linked it.
Ooh, those are pretty. And she's got 2
Yeah,
sets or 3. She's got,
yeah,
oh, she's got lots. She's got
yeah.
lots.
All right.
Is that
So
watercolor brushes 2 or is that 1?
it just watercolor wash brushes and pings.
All right. Yep, that's the first one. I got you. I got you.
All right. So
Ooh,
I'm
Becky
gonna
did
grab.
a photo from her daughter's wedding day. Oh, I
All
bet
right.
that would turn out really cool.
Okay. So what I'm gonna
Huh.
do, which I find this is easy when I am using, I'm trying to use a mask for a photo, is to go ahead and clip that photo to the paint layer where I'm going to be putting my masks, or I'm going to be
So you
painting
can
them
see it
anyway.
in real action. In real
Right.
action. Not
Yeah.
the word I wanted either. My brain is dead today. I am sorry.
Then I just need to make sure I'm on the layer. And then I picked the first brush that's there. And I'm going to use the bracket keys, the right bracket key, to just tap and make it bigger. So you can see what one click of that brush did, which wasn't much of anything. And
Ooh,
so I'm
you're
gonna,
revealing
yeah,
instead of concealing. That's a cool way of doing it.
all right. So let's see if I add another. Let's add another brush and
Renee's photo
see.
was the Hilton Head Lighthouse in 1982. Ooh, pretty. Lynn used a
I don't
picture
want
of
that to
Captain
be
Hook
there.
from a parade so she could cut the crowd out in the picture. That's a good idea, too. Oh, that's a fabulous idea. To use it one
Okay.
with a really busy background. Oh, I love those colors you used too, Becky. Those colors are awesome.
Okay.
She did the wedding and they have like purples and yellows and blues, so it's a really bright, fun
Mm,
wedding color. I like it. Kim used an evening photo of
she
the
likes
moon.
it a lot.
Ooh.
All right.
Renee loves paint masks, it sounds like. She took a class on how to use them, so she enjoys them.
All right.
Jen, is the one that you skipped the one that's like day 10, the photo and words one? Yeah.
Okay.
I
And
want
as
to
you
get
can
that
see,
art.
I'm just continuing to make um, new layers and painting on each one, and it starts getting darker and darker. I do want to add in,
Which is
because
actually the
this
way
mirror,
that Jen recommends doing it because it gives it a better, yeah, it gives it a better feel to it than just doing it all on one layer.
so I'm going to come over here and do oh no, I didn't want to do that.
The photographer
Um,
took photos in front of some painted backgrounds in an urban setting. Ooh, Jen's was the St. Louis Arch. I should go I should check that one out because I do have pictures of the St. Louis Arch. And I don't know which way
okay.
you people say it in that state, so I just call it both ways, St. Louis and St. Louis. So if there's anybody here that actually lives in Missouri, I'm sorry. Or as people say it here, Missouri, but that doesn't sound right to me either.
You're like, no,
My
that's
friend
not
used
right
to live
either.
there and she called it misery. So I have a really hard time remember that it's not misery.
That's
Oh
funny.
goodness. Some states,
Okay,
right?
so
Kim's son-in-law is from a small town in Missouri. So then Kim, do they call it St. Louis or St. Louis? Yes S, no S.
all
Because
right,
see, I
so
now live in
let's
this
see
weird state
her.
called Indiana. And in Indiana, oh my gosh, we have a city that is spelt exactly like the place in French that's called Versailles. And here they call it Versailles or something like that. Like we have all
What?
these European names and they like butcher them.
Right?
Yeah, it's very sad. It makes me sad. So apparently that's how they all know I'm not from here because I say things like Versailles instead of Versailles.
Versailles.
Versailles. Kim says we have a town Bexar, but it's pronounced Bear. It's spelled Bexar, I should say. Some older folks say it with the ah at the end, but she's only heard Louis,
Hmm.
not Louis for St. Louis.
So, what do
Yeah.
y'all think? Pattern? No pattern.
I kind of like no pattern because it lets the dining room shine better.
Yeah. What about?
I feel like an eye doctor test. What about you guys?
Yeah. Pattern, no pattern. Pattern, no pattern. More of the yellow than the red. Yep.
Yeah, Becca, she says she lives in southern Illinois, but lives on the Missouri border, and that would be our Becca Bonneville.
Becca
Although I should say
Bonneville.
that one might be saying it totally wrong too.
Becca Bonneville. I like
Bonneville.
that name.
And that comes because in Utah, there's actually my siblings went to a Bonneville school, spelled the exact same way. So that's why I pronounce it that way, because that's what I'm familiar with.
Like, what?
Oh, Jen says they have a
Okay.
town called Nicolay that said Nicolette. Jen's never heard
No.
Louis either, except in the movie Meet Me in St. Louis. That's probably why I call it that, because I love that movie.
Meet me in St. Louis,
Renee says there's
Louis.
a town
Meet
near
me
her.
at the fair. Don't tell me the lights. Okay, what do we pick?
More
Neutral
yellow.
or more
Yellow
yellow
is better.
than the red?
Yep.
Okay.
Renee
And
says there's a town
then
called Russia, but it's pronounced Rushi.
Rushi.
I love it.
I kind of like the dots, but I think I'm going to go with the yellow. I may put in.
Yeah, the Bonneville Salt Flats, that would be a really cool photo for this. They don't want to be from Russia. Oh, goodness.
Okay.
Yeah. It's always fun to find out how people pronounce random little towns. It probably wouldn't bother me so much, but when it's something that's like really famous, like, hi, Versailles, that's like totally famous. How do you take Versailles, spell it the exact same way, and then call it Versailles? Like,
You're
seriously.
like, this is not, it's not right.
Sarah says she's from Illinois but lives in Ohio, and there's way too many people here that pronounce it Illinois.
Illinois, Illinois.
I don't think I'd ever heard it pronounced Illinois. I'd always said Illinois until I don't know. I hope I never say Illinois. Cairo in Illinois is Cairo. In Pacific Northwest, we have
Cairo,
a lot of names.
Cairo is Cairo syrup.
Cairo syrup,
Yeah,
like Caro syrup.
Caro. We say it Cairo.
Oh, see, I say it Caro. Caro syrup, like Caroline. Caro.
Nope, nope. Down here, Cairo syrup. Need some Cairo
Sarah
syrup.
has a Versailles in Ohio, and they call it Versailles. Love it. It
For
drives her
sales.
bonkers. No one says Oregon, right? So do you say Oregon or do you say Oregon?
Oregon.
Oh, I'm wondering how Becky says it.
I don't know. I don't know.
I know it makes me giggle because I'm like right between. I got Sarah on one side and Becca on the other side. Don't say gone. So Oregon or Oregon? Because you got a Y there, so Oregon.
Oregon.
Betty Lou's like, yeah, Oregon. See, when I lived in Oregon, yeah, we called it Oregon. It was definitely a gun, but I think I have more of an E sound than a Y sound, Oregon, when I say it. But I just blame everything on Canada. I'm sorry, it's my Canadian accent. Can't fix it.
Can't fix it. Don't
How do
want
I
to
say
fix
Lancaster?
it. How do you say what?
I said Lancaster.
Oh,
Is it Lancaster?
Lancaster.
I get a pass, Becky says. See, and then there's cities like Cincinnati that you just call Cincy, and you just make it shorter. People from out of town always say it weird. Oh, goodness. Ticket 1 is done. Way to go, Jen.
Ticket, ticket. Hold up your ticket.
So when I was in Utah, I lived in this city, and I called it Orem. And there's people there that call it Orem, and it's just like, wait, there's no rum in there. It's Orem, if anything. But huh?
Like, what?
Renee says she's also near Lima, not Lima, even though it's spelled Lima. Did I say it right with the long A? Lima? Like lima bean? That one I kind of understand because it is a lima bean. And isn't that how you spell it for lima bean as opposed to Peru? That one I'm going to give a pass on. Becky says she grew up in the 100 valleys of the Umpqua. Good luck. That would be my try at that. Spelled UMPQUA, Cheryl. I said it right.
How is it spelled?
UMPQUA.
Okay, Umpqua. I don't know.
Try saying what?
What?
Wapakoneta? Wait. Wapakoneta? Like Wapakoneta? Wapakoneta?
What?
There's a bank that's called that. Wapakoneta? Nita or Neta? Long E or short? Neta. Neta. Wapakoneta.
What I think is funny is like when you do any traveling, which I don't really do much anymore at all, but we do go to Mobile, Alabama. But when you follow the Google Map directions, it doesn't. It's
or if you have somebody who reads it the way it's spelled and calls it mobile.
Mobile or mobile. And I'm like, no, it's mobile. It's mobile.
Mobile, like mobile phone.
Yeah.
Like bile. Mobile. It sounds like a great joke. The punchline of a joke.
Mobile.
Yeah. Mobile. See, we have Louisville in Kentucky, not too far from us. And so usually I don't think I've heard anybody call it Louisville though. It's Louisville, so yeah. That works out pretty nice. But I think that's also because of Louisville, I call it St. Louis. Oh, goodness. Renee says she can't even spell the original spelling.
No.
Now, see, Kim, that to me is Louisville. Lewisville. That's Louisville. That's different than Louisville. You've heard it, people call it Louisville. Totally different. Yeah, but that's because my dad was born in a town called Lewiston. Let's see. So it's said exactly that way. So to me, I would just translate it over. It's kind of funny. It's really interesting, the regionality of it too. That used to make me laugh when people would be like, do you call it soda? Do you call it pop? Do you call it a Coke? Like, but what if it's not a Coke? They're like, but it's still a Coke. I'm like, no, it's not. A Coke is a Coke.
Coke. A Coke.
It's all Coke, Kim says. I'm like, no, see, it's not. And then the thing that confused me is I was like, well, we call it soda pop. Where does that fit in?
I don't know. I don't know what's happening with that one.
Now I just call it caffeine. Can I have some caffeine?
I need some caffeine.
I need me some caffeine. You're adding a ticket to your layout, but you don't need to.
That's okay. I want to. I
You're
love
practicing,
it.
aren't you?
I love it. I love the ticket. Love the ticket.
Yeah, I am enjoying layering tickets lately. So they're growing on me.
Yeah, I like to slide them in here and yon.
Becky says she calls it the elixir of life. See her love page story, her love story page about Diet Coke. I
I,
love
I,
it.
I do have a love for the Diet Pepsi, and I do have a layout. And I think when I was making the layout, I kept thinking, isn't it Brokeback Mountain where he was like, I, I just can't quit you, something along those lines. Am I right with the quote? Can you look it up?
Um, yeah, I think that
I'm
is
trying to
because I
quit,
remember
I'm
seeing it.
trying to quit you, or I don't know, something along
Yeah,
there. Yeah.
I wish I knew how to
And
quit
I'll,
you,
yep, yep,
is what
yep,
it
yep.
says. That's what Google's telling me it is. Becky says, when people ask me if Diet Pepsi is okay, I tend to ask, is Monopoly money okay? Oh, and I dropped that wrong, Becky. I was trying to link to your cute Diet Coke layout, and I dropped the wrong share. You know what was
Yeah.
weird to me? And I never had this happen in the West Coast. This is totally like a Midwest and maybe East Coast, but I'm not positive on that. When my kid will order root beer and he'll be like, "Can I have root beer?" And they'll look at him and go, "Is Dr. Pepper okay?" No, no, no.
No,
Dr. Pepper and root beer are two totally different things. That is not okay.
right. That
Most
is
root
not
beers have very
okay.
little caffeine or no caffeine, and Dr. Pepper has a whole lot of caffeine.
Yeah.
Those are not the same thing. I know,
Not
but you
the
know what,
same.
Sarah? It is such a Midwest thing for me. It never happened when I was on the East Coast, except it did happen in Vegas, but nowhere else. Like California, they never did it to us, and they never did it to us in Utah or Idaho, or I don't even think Colorado. But yeah, like especially out here, I'm like, no, those are not the same thing, not one bit. That's like offering somebody, do you want orange? No, how about a Sprite? What?
What?
Arizona and Texas, Florida, Mississippi. So maybe it's a southern thing. Huh.
Root beer is root beer. It
Because we
is
like to
not
joke we do
Dr.
put the
Pepper.
South and Southern Indiana here. Becky says she saw one other soda page. If you love it, you know. I think that's the same though for pretty much everybody. Like it's no, the other one is not okay.
We're like, no, no.
My
Okay,
response is always they're like, "How's Pepsi?" And I've said, and I always look at them and go, "Okay, water."
okay,
And I'm like, no, that's not okay. So it'll be water.
okay. I'm gonna turn
See,
that
you've
down
started
a little
something
bit.
now, Becky. Everybody's like, "Ooh, that's a good love story to write about."
Yep.
Kelly says her love for Coke Zero. Kim, I do love Coke Zero. Kim's love story was about her son and his wife. Aw,
Aw.
precious.
Okay, so I'm looking at this picture, and
Uh-huh.
my little house is so full right now. There are things everywhere. I mean, I need to stop. I just keep adding things. I'm looking at this picture and I'm like, okay, that's a lot of things. I think that's what I need to do is go around and take a picture so I get a totally
Well,
different
is this where
perspective.
I should read you the instructions?
Oh God, what did I miss?
A single photo blended into the background. Please only have a small cluster on your page so the painted image is the main focus.
Mm,
I'm like,
mm.
Becky says time to watch the Netflix documentary, The Minimalist. Less is now.
But I don't, just one cluster?
It says only have a small cluster so the painted image is the main focus. So on her page, she has a very small cluster, her example, and then she has like a little one at the top, but it's definitely smaller than the ones you have. Well, it's definitely smaller than the one on the left. Like if you took off the ticket, you might be able to make it work just fine. Because then
I
your
like
painted
the
image is still
ticket.
more. I like the ticket too, but I'm thinking that the white part draws more attention to it,
Yeah.
you know?
I gotta have some
But I agree.
journaling.
I think Sarah says small is up to interpretation. This is small for you.
Yes. This is small. This is minimal for me. I
This is
agree.
definitely minimal for you.
Thank you, Sarah. And every
Yeah.
time I say her name tonight, I'm like thinking about that song. Sarah, Sarah, storms are brewing in your eyes.
So now they're talking
Yeah.
about combining templates. I know,
Okay.
Jen,
So,
but isn't it fun to have your own choice of templates? She has no idea where to start. Just make sure you use 2 different designers. So Kim did a template that was basically the background from MBK and then a fiddle-dee-dee design template on top.
okay.
Ooh.
So number 10 is photos and words. So I'm going to be journal. I can't journal.
That's a hard one to do on camera.
Yeah. So I'm just going to scrap. Da, da, da. Okay. And I think we talked about the pictures last time. They are a record that I got. I think my husband bought me these. I can't remember now.
So I would suggest, Betty Lou, think of your templates in one of 2 ways. Either do you want a big contrast? So something with a lot like Cheryl has a lot of frillies, clusters, dressed
Yeah.
up. She has a lot of dressed up on them. And then if you wanted something that completely contrasts, you could pick something, well, even from Sarah. Sarah has a lot of very simple templates. And if you combined like the pictures and the stuff, that would be a really cool idea. Or you could pick
Okay.
things that are kind of the same idea, that are more similar design.
So what day is that?
What day is what?
The combined 2 templates, the 16th. Okay. Hang on. Da, da,
Renee,
da,
not my
da, da.
challenge, but I'm sure that she is checking and contacting people. Sometimes it just takes a while to get for people to check and fix and decide what they're doing. But it is 2
All right.
different designers, not the
2
same.
different designers. Okay.
2
So
different designers.
who was asking questions about this?
Well, let's see. Jen says she has too many templates to decide. And Lisa said it took her forever to pick. And then Betty Lou hasn't been able to pick anything. Oh yeah, Sarah says do a Paisley press photo template or a pocket maps and plop it on one of Cheryl's. That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Renee used a
Okay.
Liz template for photo placement and added some background stuff from a Cheryl template. That's a good idea too.
Okay. So let's see here. Sticker, word art, film frames. Doo, doo, doo.
There's so many fun templates. But that's another good idea. If there's somebody whose templates you really love the photo placement, just take that and plop it on somebody's templates that you really like the way that they do the backgrounds and clusters and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll just, for sake of
Fun.
fun, let's just say my new templates that came out this week. Okay. Just gonna combine 2. Scrapbook kits.
Like a lot of Rachel Jefferies have one photo on them, but then they have really fun, messy backgrounds. So you could totally pull, like you could pull the photos off of Cheryl's on this one and drop it on one of Rachel Jefferies.
All right, and I'm going to use Sarah's template from last year. Yes. Or should I use her template from 2020?
Becky used a template from Cheryl and then one line of formatted photos from one of Liz's Another Year templates. Oh, cool.
Okay,
Lisa
so
used an old one from Valerie with one from Lynn Grieveson for photo placement.
So let's see what I would do here.
I'd pull the paint over. Well, which template are you moving to?
What I'm thinking is I'm going to take this whole bit here,
Hmm.
and then I'm going to go here. We'll just turn these off for a second. No, thank you.
I've done that before too.
Yeah. Like, what? Okay. Okay. We'll pull this over to the side here. I am going to turn back on. Let's see. I think these are all. Yeah, I'll just leave it. Okay, I'll go ahead and do my photo edge. And then, because I want it to kind of fit a little bit more with her style, I'm going to reduce the size of these template pieces like this.
Which is pretty much what I would have done. Made them smaller.
So some things may be hiding underneath, but that's okay.
Yep.
And I think I'll move that there, pull that down. There's some other stuff there.
I think it's one that's really easy to overthink. But I
Yeah.
think if you just pick two templates that you kind of like and just start playing with them and combining them, I bet you'll find something you really enjoy.
So, just for instance, there. Okay.
Oh, I like that. That's really cute.
That is very cute.
I like that. That's fun.
Okay. I'm going to see if I can remember this.
Oh, Lisa, I feel you. She says she thinks she just has too many templates to choose from. And I know Cheryl has a lot of templates too. So I think her choice of just going, let me grab my most recent template set. So
Yeah.
for the most recent one you purchased. And then she was like, and let me just grab from this designer that I know I have some templates of.
Yep.
And if you notice, she limited herself to only looking at one or two. She didn't go through because I'm sure she has more than one or two from Sarah.
Yes, I
But
do.
she just kind of limited herself and went, okay, grab one that will looks like it'll work, go.
Right. Okay,
Because
so
otherwise, yeah, when I say overthinking, I just mean like otherwise I would sit there and go, oh, but maybe this one would look better. Oh, but maybe this one would look better. Oh, but maybe, and then I'd spend like an hour trying to decide two templates as opposed to
okay,
doing what Cheryl did and doing it in like 3 minutes.
you gotta do it. Okay, I'm gonna call it.
All right.
I wish I would have gotten this one done as well, but now I am
But you
only.
got another one set up to go.
Yep, and I do have a few more. I think I showed those last time. Let's see. Day 10. There's 11 and 12. And that's a cover for an album. And then I don't remember what 12 is.
We'll have our regularly scheduled February one next Thursday on the
Next week.
2nd.
Yep.
And technically layouts are due that day, so I would not be shocked if Cheryl's still scrapping MOC. We'll see.
Yeah.
because that's the day the
We'll
layouts are
see.
due.
Okay, yeah, this is a happy layout. That's what this one is, day 12.
Aw.
So what is amazing is that 1214 is now 126. I think I took a picture of where I'm at right now, but maybe I didn't.
Thanks for coming to our
Mm,
Inspiration MOC chats. We enjoy having everybody here.
yes, yes.
Layouts are due. I'm
It's February 2nd. Is that
at
right?
midnight Eastern time, right?
Eastern.
Eastern. That pesky
Eastern.
Eastern time. Also,
Oh,
it's only pesky because I live in it now, and so I don't have that buffer time that I'm used to having. When I lived
so
mountain time, I used to be able to tell myself, okay, it's due by midnight, and I still had like a buffer.
I will leave y'all with this happiness right here.
Aw.
She likes to sleep snuggled up. And look at the little face. She's sleeping so hard. She was like, and I noticed she has like a little freckle spot
That's
there.
so cute.
Keith, oh, he's a good baby. And then I did another.
That'd be a good
This
one for an
was
everyday
this
moment,
was.
you know?
I wish that that didn't turn out blurry, but that's her barking at me. Get up,
Aw.
mom. I need to go outside, mom. Let's go. And
Becca
then,
says she's just the cutest. Love her. Sarah says sweet girl. Lynn says so cute. Kendra says, oh, she's so cute.
oh, and
Betty
I
Lou
keep
says,
trying.
aw.
Okay, so I picked my son up at the library, right? He's right there. He's leaning up against this tree. So what I do is I pull in right here, pick him up, and then I do a 3 point and come back out. So every day I have my phone out so that I can get a close up picture of him leaning up against this tree because he's so into looking at his phone, he just, and so
He's
every
pure
day
teenager.
I'm like, stay next to the tree. Don't walk to the car right away. Let me pull in and take a picture of you. Why do you want to take a picture of me? Because I think you look cool. I want to take a picture of that. And so then today he sees me, makes eye contact with me and just shakes his head and starts walking. And I'm like, your sister didn't do this. Your sister let me take all the pictures.
Dude, he's so fired.
Oh, and because we can't leave Holly Bell out, she's decided she likes to hang out at my vanity. So she's right in there, and then she was holding on to her little Pete Pete's.
Aw.
It's so cute.
So cute. Jen,
Okay,
10 behind. You can do it.
yeah, I'm
Sarah says she's
16
so
behind. We can
impressed,
do it.
Cheryl. She always is, but her mind is blown with how many pages you did tonight.
Mm,
Becky
again.
says her son is the same, and Cheryl says, boys.
And then this is where I am right now. This is my little happy space corner, whatever you want to call it. And this is the
Where the
ode to
magic happens.
This is Ode to Cats, or my cat shrine, I guess we'll call it that.
Ooh, Cheryl. Cheryl
Mm-hmm.
Central.
Yep.
That's Kelly. Cheryl Central.
Yep. Cheryl Central. Yep. 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 Okay. I'm done gabbering on. See, like
All
Courtney
right.
said, this is why I never get anything done.
You get a lot done.
All right. I'm going to turn off the recording.